Hey y'all, what's going on? What's poppin'? How's life? I hope you guys are having a beautiful day so far. I'm feeling good and I hope y'all are feeling good too. So for today's video, I just wanted to do something real quick and talk about things that you need to detach from throughout your spiritual journey. So one thing that you will learn is that detachment is so crucial literally throughout your whole journey. Detaching yourself from people that don't serve you, from emotions that make things worse, and then also just like materialistic things. To detach is honestly enlightenment. You know, in order to be as open as possible to receive the knowledge and the gifts from the universe, you have to detach from a lot of the previous programming that went on in our lives. So I have my phone here because I wrote out a couple of notes to kind of keep myself on track, because your girl be talking like way too much sometimes, so I just need to stay on point and on task. So if y'all see me looking down, that's literally what I'm doing. So let's get right into this video. Okay, so the first thing that you want to detach from, or I won't say the first thing, but one thing to detach from is music, okay? Low vibrational music. There's so many ways that we manifest throughout our lives, and I feel like the one place that we manifest that we don't really pay too much attention to is the music that we listen to, y'all. This music nowadays is so low vibrational, talking about, you know, degrading women, scamming men, you know, mistreating men, playing with people's feelings, murdering people. Like, there's so many low vibrational like vibrations that's literally protruding from this music. So it's so important to make sure that if this is not something that you want to manifest in your life, don't listen to it and don't give your intention and don't give your power to it, because these songs are literally programming our minds to see and to view the world the way it is. And going off of low vibrational music, you also have to cut out low vibrational people, okay? Like, just because you want to be loyal to somebody doesn't mean that you need to neglect yourself in the process. You should always be loyal to yourself first, and anything that does not serve you at your best and your highest good should be removed from your life, okay? So if you have, you know, if you find yourself being drained when you're around certain people, if you find yourself, you know, being mad or angry or sad or hurt every time you're around somebody that hurt you, it's time for you to cut that person off. You know, sometimes we can hold on to people and keep them in our lives, and really we just need to release and let them go and let it flow, okay? So also too, having people in your life that do not support your spiritual journey. And this is me saying this off of experience, y'all. I started my spiritual awakening in 2017. And I didn't get to where I am now because I was allowing so many people to influence me. So many people was stopping my journey. You know, I was finding out the truth and I was connecting and I was loving the stuff that I was, you know, coming into. But I had these voices in my head, or these not voices in my head, but I had these voices around me from aunties, from family members, from friends. You know, I had people who were restricting me, and they were only loving me and supporting me when I was doing things that they wanted me to do, which was be a Christian. So I'm just saying that if you don't have somebody that is going to support you in what it is that you're doing, then, you know, either limit the time, limit the amount of time that they are in your life, or cut the motherfuckers off. Whatever you feel like is right for you, do that, because, you know, this spiritual journey is such a sacred thing. It's such a beautiful and enlightening thing. And if you have people around you that are not going to accept you for who you are, 9 times out of 10 they don't love you. They don't care for you. And if they do love you and if they do care for you, then you need to set boundaries and you need to let them know, like, look, hey, okay, this is what I am, this is what I do, and this is what I like. You're gonna accept me for who I am, or I need to reevaluate your role in my life. You know, that's just all you need to do to approach that situation, because, you know, we can't be allowing people to persuade us and to stop our journey. This is a beautiful journey. It's an enlightening journey. Like, be free to be who you are. Stop allowing people to, you know, tear you down and to stop your progress and stop your growth. All right, so the attachment to food. Okay, y'all, if you did not know, there is a lot of food out there that literally blocks your pineal gland from opening. There are foods out there that can literally alter your DNA. I mean, vaccinations literally alters your DNA. A lot of the food that we eat is poison. It's literally destructing our bodies. It's horrible for us. So you know, just be very careful to not necessarily to live to eat, but eat to live. You know, you want to eat things that are going to promote growth, that is going to promote life, that's going to promote, you know, healthy living. Because when you eat clean and when you keep your temple clean, you can hear your ancestors better, you can hear source better, you know, you vibrate higher. You know, some food leads to depression. You know, the hormones that they inject and a lot of the things that we do, it alters us. And so, you know, it's just really important to be careful of the food that you are putting in your body and detoxing and cleansing out whenever you need to. So detach from, you know, loving food so much that you are willing to do something or eat something that is going to destroy your body instead of promoting growth and promoting health. You know, we should never love food more than we love our health. Our health should be our main priority. So detach from foods that do not serve your best and your highest good. And I also want to say too that we're human, we mess up, we eat things that we shouldn't eat. I do it all the time. There are these popsicles, I be fucking these popsicles up, man, and they are not healthy, and I know that they're not, and I do it all the time. So I mean, be gentle with yourself while you are, you know, working to detach through these things, but just make sure that you understand the importance of detaching. So going on to our next one, y'all. Do not worry so much about the outcome, but worry more about the journey. I struggle with this, okay? I always be like, okay, well, this is where I want to be, this is where I need to go. But the more lessons that you learn along the way, the better off you will be, okay? So don't spend so much time in the future of, well, this is what I want and this is what needs to be done. Understand that everything happens in divine time. And even if you are so focused on the outcome, if you're not learning what you need to learn in the here and the now, you're never going to get where you want to get. So it's so important to disconnect from the outcome. Yes, you know, visualize yourself having what you want and know that you have it, but also too, trust that it's coming to you in divine time. So once you put that energy out there, you can detach from it and learn what you need to learn now and be who you need to be now, so that when you get that, you can, you know, have it and you can keep it because you know what to do with it. You know, what are you doing to cultivate yourself? What are you doing to love yourself, to heal yourself? Healing your past traumas is so important. So yeah, don't look too much on the outcome. Think about what can you learn in the moment. Be in the moment, be in the here and now. Detach from emotions if you can. Now, I'm not saying just walk around like an emotional robot. Part of this human experience is that we have emotions. What I guess I am saying is, do not let your emotions control you. Detach, you know, observe, become mindful of your thoughts and be mindful of your emotions. You know, when something happens that you feel like isn't a very pleasant experience, that is a lesson. What can you learn from that? What can be learned from this? You know, just a couple of weeks ago, somebody tried to break in my car and they like bashed my windows and they bashed my front windshield, and they bashed it so bad that I literally cannot drive my car. Now, in that moment, I could have chose to be angry and yell and go off and all this other stuff, but what would that do for me other than add more negative energy to an already not so positive situation? You know, then I'm going to draw even more negativity onto me, because what you vibrate on is what you attract, you know. So but I could look at it as in, thank you, universe. You know, maybe if I would have drove my car, maybe my tire would have came off that day, you know, maybe because I did have an oil leak in my car. So maybe if I would have drove, you know, something bad would have happened to my car and it could have messed me up. You know, sometimes things happen in our life that we see as bad and as unfortunate things, but they're really lessons and they're really there to protect us. And a lot of times when we feel emotions, what's important is to sit there and to sit there and understand why it is that you feel this emotion. You know, if somebody says something to you and you get angry, why are you getting angry? You know, like what about that triggered you to where you are allowing someone else to alter your emotions? But also realize that we are humans, you know, and we are going to feel emotions, but just do not allow your emotions to control you. Don't allow your emotions to overcome you. So detach from your ego. Your ego can stop you and prevent you from doing so much. Ego and pride. Sometimes the universe brings people in our life to help us. They bring people in our life to teach us things. It's okay to admit when you're wrong. It's okay to admit when you need somebody. If you need somebody to be there for you, you know, if you're praying for the universe to, you know, help you with money, and then you have somebody that's trying to give you money and you're like, oh no, like it's okay, I don't want it. It's like that was the universe helping you, you know what I mean? And I used to do that so bad, where people would want to help me and I would need help and I would say no, because I didn't want people to like look down on me and think that I was like less than, because like I needed them at one point. So don't ever feel like, you know, you can't rely on people and that you cannot you know, admit when you're wrong, admit your faults. That's how you grow and that's how you learn. And everyone needs help. At some point in everyone's life, they needed help at one point. There's nothing wrong in admitting that. And so the very last thing is to detach from the materialistic things of life. Now there's nothing wrong with wanting the finer things, but when you become so attached to it to where if you lose something you're sad, and if you know, if something doesn't go your way, it's causing this negative low vibration to happen within you, then you have to figure out what it is. If you're trying to gain happiness from materialistic things, then you need to understand and you need to realize that your happiness should come within yourself. You make yourself whole. No matter what you have or what you don't have, you should always be happy. And so you know, things come and go throughout our lives. You know, let's say for instance, if you have this computer and you love this computer and you never want to let it go, but maybe the universe is trying to give you an even better computer that you might love even more, but you can't even receive that computer because you're so stuck on the computer that you have, you know. That's probably not too good of an analogy, but I'm just saying, don't be so quick to hold on to materialistic things that you have, when really, you know, if you're losing something, maybe you're losing that for a lesson. Maybe you need to be taught how to be grateful for things. Maybe you need to be taught the value of things. Maybe you are ready to be upgraded, and you know, maybe you're losing things so that you can gain other things. So, you know, not everything has a negative outlook on it. So detach from the materialistic and just welcome in wealth, welcome in abundance, welcome in lessons, welcome in everything, you know. And then when you detach from that, you're able to get and release whatever you're supposed to get and release from the universe, because you're allowing it to go into flow instead of trying to force things to happen, when really, you know, everything happens in divine time. You know, we are creators of our life, but overall source is the most powerful. You know, source is way more powerful than us. So yeah, I just wanted to make a real quick video, but this video is looking a little bit long, so it's time for me to get up off this thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Talk to me in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what your thoughts are, or if you have any additional detachments to add. I actually might have a part 2 coming soon, because I can honestly make a long list of things that you should detach from with your spiritual journey. I also am going to do another video of things that you should attach to. But yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace and love.